So today we are going to talk about digital currency system. So under the digital currency system, we need to understand that there are different types of currency system available around the world since the dawn of human civilization. So at the very dawn of human civilization, we don't have a current we don't have a paper-based currency system. We usually have a currency system which was basically based on product exchange or barter trade system. Then after quite some time, there was some challenges in implementing these things. So that's why the people come up with equivalent transfer of nickel products or metal items. So that means that metal coins, they are precious metals were used during that time to exchange things as a function. So basically, exchange is one of the functions, earliest functions of currency system around the world. So when we talk about currency system, this basically implies the current currency system we have around this world. So around this world, we have different types of currency system as of now, because nowadays we can see that there is paper-based currency system as well as there is a growing tendency about the digital currency system or some currency system which is known as cryptocurrencies. So we can classify broadly, we can classify this in our today's world. I mean, currently, as of now, we don't know about the future. The future, the past, we know the past. There used to be different types of currency system, but in as in our current world settings, the current settings of our world, as of now, we have two different types of currency system. We can tell it, or then the first one is the traditional currency system or the paper-based currency system that we are currently having in the world. And there is also another type of currency system which is trying very hard to be one of the mainstream currency system around the world. It is cryptocurrencies. So this one we call paper-based currency and cryptocurrency, but there is another name, which one this one is government money and public money or programmable money. So government money or public money basically means that when we have the paper currencies in any country, these currency notes are actually guaranteed by the government that this certain currency note, it will have these values like $200, $100, or 50 ringgit, 100 ringgit. That's it. So basically what we are having that for the public currency note, that means there is a central authority. So this authority, they are entrusted with the responsibility of issuing as well as managing the monetary matters of a particular country. But what happens to when we have different types of system, like we have this digital currency or cryptocurrencies. So digital currency or cryptocurrency, they are known as programmable money. So what is programmable money? Programmable money is basically means that this money is programmable. That means anybody can issue such money by using some programmable tools and by using some basic activities. There are some formalities, not actually strict formalities like the have we in case of paper-based currencies, but for cryptocurrencies, we only need to have a specific amount of some formalities. And when you fulfill these formalities, you can actually easily have your own cryptocurrency. So this is why many people call cryptocurrency as programmable money. So we can also call paper-based currency as and cryptocurrency as paper-based currency is basically the public money or public currency, and cryptocurrency is basically the private money. Since any individual can issue any type of cryptocurrency, this is why it is private money. So today we are going to discuss about the digital currency system. So for the digital currency system, we need to understand. We need to check some newspaper headings that are drawing our attention in the last few months, especially when the COVID-19 it arrived. Then there has been a going discussion and going tendency about people about the way we are using the money, because when the COVID-19 arrived, we the world need to think about something like, okay, we cannot have physical transaction like before. We need to think something different so that we can make the transaction more easy and less social contacts can be made through such a transaction. This is why there has been a going currency currency wire is happening all over the world. So this is why just a couple of months back, Wall Street Wire, they have their one of the reports on this going currency wire. They said that the coming currency wire, the digital money versus the dollar. That means that digitalization is something actually which has taken a new speed, a new which has taken up a new speed. I can tell that new speed with the arrival of COVID-19. Because when the COVID-19 arrived, the people actually there was several lockdowns, and still there are many lockdowns around the world, and also the people they are trying their best to so that they will not get infected. So this means that when you want to have in economics, we have something known as the velocity of money. So the velocity of money means that when you have a 10 ringgit in your hand and in the morning, you go to a mama shop and you buy your breakfast, and the breakfast cost you around 6 ringgit. So you give the shopkeeper 10 ringgit for 6 ringgit breakfast, then the shopkeeper will give you back they'll give you back another 4 ringgit. So this basically means that you exchange this 10 ringgit dollar with the 10 ringgit paper note with the shopkeeper. So but this 10 ringgit note will not stay only with the shopkeeper alone. The shopkeeper, maybe it will pass this $10 note to another person, then that person will will transfer this dollar to another person, and this way the dollar will move to every person's hands, whoever is going to take title of the dollar. So this is known as the velocity of money, or velocity of ringgit, you can tell, or velocity of dollar in this case. So one of the things that we have currently in this world, that's the velocity of the money. So the velocity of money, it is more applicable for the paper-based currency, because in paper-based currency, actually, whenever we are going to make any transaction, we need to make the transaction in real life, of course, by using the paper money. So the paper money is actually changing hands. But what happens, we are going to do it in digital case. In digital case, it may not have much velocity compared with the dollar money. So this is one of the disadvantages. And another thing is why this digital money has become more popular, is getting attention compared with dollar or normal paper-based currency. So this reason, the very reason actually lies with the theory of velocity of money. So under the velocity of theory of money, we need to use the dollar or the paper-based currency many times. So the velocity will be high. But since we are in lockdowns and there are several restrictions in making the social contacts, of course, so that means that your movements as a person is also becoming limited. This is why the velocity of money is also becoming limited. So this is another newspaper article from China. China is actually showing the COVID-19 arrives. China actually they have been doing quite a lot of things so that they can integrate technology in their society. So in China, currently they are thinking about the different types of currency system. This currency system, it is not the private currency system like cryptocurrency system. It will be a government currency system like paper-based system, but they will make an online or digital version of the paper-based currency system, and they term it as central bank digital currency, CBDCs. Then this is another heading from the New York Times, is still getting your head around digital currency. So our central banks. So that means that over these years, actually, and especially with the arrival of COVID-19, many countries around the world, they are thinking precisely what we need to do actually for the currency world, and what needs to be done. What are the things that we can do so that we can ensure the monetary system is intact? Because monetary system is something which you cannot left for others, so that others can run or they can do something with the monetary system. The current monetary system in the world is the monetary system which is run by usually a central bank. So central bank is basically is the bank of banks. That means the head of the banks. We can tell it. So it is the head of the banks, or parent of the banks, all banks available in a country, who is going to watch over the overall monetary system of the country. So one of their job is to control the amount of inflation as well, and to ensure that the money which is being run in the market is in good position. But what happens that if you have a private money or if you have your own money, that means not only you, maybe your friends, friends, and some other people can also have their own money. So with all the people, when they start to inject their money in the market, what will happen? Then people will have many choices, and when the many choices will happen, the money actually is going to lose its inherent value. That means you might have a 10 ringgit dollar, but what happens that maybe another person or 10% they also issue 10 ringgit dollars. That means to increase their demand or to increase their demand in the market as per the going normal rule of economics, they are going to reduce the price of their money. So that means money will lose its inherent power or inherent value in this case. But this is not the case of paper-based currency, because in paper-based currency, the inherent value of money is guaranteed by the government. That means the central bank guaranteed it, but who actually gives the responsibility or gives this thing or this power to central bank? The government actually gives this power to central bank. That means we can assure of the inherent value of such things. But for digital currency or cryptocurrencies, there is actually no such thing. Then there is another article in Forbes from one of the famous analysts in the Wall Street. Actually, he said that crypto crash, is this the end of the Bitcoin? Because a couple of months back, actually, there has been a wide crash in the cryptocurrency market. So what happens when this cryptocurrency market changes? ইমতিয়াজ, ওরা কেউ আসে নাই, বুঝতে পারছো? So আমি শুরু করে দিছি নিজে নিজে লেকচার দেওয়া।
আমি ভাত খাইতেছিলাম, ভাত খেয়ে আসলাম, গোসল করলাম, রুম পরিষ্কার করলাম।
ওরা ওরা কেউ আসে নাই, বুঝছো? তা আমি শুরু করে দিছি লেকচার, আর এটা তো বাদ রাখা যায় না।
ঠিক আছে,
আসলে ওই লেকচার গুলো এদেরকে দেওয়া যাবে না, বুঝছো? ভিডিও নেক্সট টাইম যখন ইয়ে করবে না, ক্লাসের এটা রুল বানাতে হবে, বুঝছো? যে ক্লাস করতে হবে, একটা লেকচার শেষ হলে সেটা 3 দিন পরে ওই লেকচারের রেকর্ডিং দিতে হবে, না হলে আসলে এরকম ক্লাস করবে না লোকজন। Okay, so a couple of months back, actually, there has been growing concern, and there has been an increasing trend in the cryptocurrency market. And this is what, like, cryptocurrency, they had started to lose their value, and there was a pending cryptocurrency crash. So in this time, actually, many people thought that maybe this is the end of cryptocurrency. But one of the bad or good, I mean, I cannot tell that whether it is bad or good, but the main thing why cryptocurrency is still surviving in this world is because that this cryptocurrency, who are the patronizers or who are the basically the main sponsors of cryptocurrency. So the main sponsors or the main patronizers of cryptocurrency are basically the technological companies or the technological watchdogs. So these people actually they like the technology so much that they want to have their own currency system. But these people actually they fail to understand the basic rule of economics. In the basic rule of economics, this is that you need to okay, you can have your own currency, of course, no problem in that, but you need to make sure that this currency is synchronized with the national interest, as well as this currency can maintain its inherent value. But for cryptocurrency, the nature of cryptocurrency or the nature of private money, it is not like the government money or the public money or the paper-based money we have. For the public money, whatever happens or whatever the inflation amount, the amount of money, if it is printed 10 ringgit, then the amount of money will be 10 ringgit, no matter what. But for cryptocurrency or the programmable money or this private money, actually there is no such thing. If suppose you buy a cryptocurrency, the worth of that cryptocurrency may be $1,000, but when the value decreases, the inherent value actually decreases in the market. So in this case, the cryptocurrency, it doesn't act like of course it does act like a financial asset, but it does not act like the normal paper-based currency. So it is more acting like normal normal stock of a particular company, share or stock of a particular company. So this is why the cryptocurrency, they are always subject to crash. The crash is bound to happen actually in this. And another thing, is the behavioral dimension of the people. So nowadays, as I told, because the cryptocurrency, it is being backed by technology, people who love the technology and people who actually wants to do something with the technology. But the most of the thing is that in any country, whether it is developed world or developing world, we cannot just give the authority of money supplying or printing money to anyone in the country. Because if you give this, then there will be no value as well, there will be no synchronization in the monetary effort of the country. So to make the monetary effort of a particular country synchronized, we need to have only one central authority who is going to overlook about the total monetary system, and who is also going to ensure that the inherent value of money is being stored or preserved all the time. So now we have couple of theories actually, because we talk about monetary system. So many people they'll be confused about what is basically monetary system. So monetary system is a set of rules regarding to the nation's currency. That means when in every nation they have their own currency. So there is a set of rules actually how we are going to manage this currency. So this is the part of monetary system. And also there are some mechanisms and institutions by which government provides money in a country's economy. So there are basically some institutions by which the governments they provide the money in a country's economy. That's like in our case, we have the bank, Bangladesh Bank, which is the central bank of Bangladesh. For Malaysia, they have the central bank of Malaysia. So these are the things that we are having to, so that the monetary system, the monetary system is being overlooked, is being watched or being monitored by this type of central agencies. So monetary system can be any formal structure adopted by government that issues a currency which is accepted as the medium of exchange by a citizen and government. So this is a quite long sentence, but the main thing here is that basically the monetary system, it follows a formal structure. And this structure is usually adopted or usually suggested by a government, and this government in turn actually they usually issue one currency which is usually accepted as a common medium of exchange and by citizens and also by other governments or other countries. So paper-based, as I have said in the beginning of my lecture, if we want to classify that in the broader sense, there can be two major types of currency system in our world. One is paper-based currency system and the other is cryptocurrency system. So paper-based currency system. In the 20th century, both silver and gold lost their formal importance within the monetary system. In the past, actually, gold and silver standard for monetary system was quite famous at that time. But it in the beginning of the 20th century, both of these system had become obsolete, and there was a non-metallic system. And so non-metallic system and many countries they actually adopted a non-metallic system. Under the non-metallic system, actually, it was set up in the year 1973 at the conference in Kingston, which was in Jamaica, when the gold lost its role of monetary standard. So under the new standard, actually, they said that the currency of a country will be made of a paper. That means the current paper-based currency we have, it has it has got its identity through this conference, and then generally the country system is managed by the CB of the particular country. So here also they determine that for the better for improve monetary situation of any country, we need to have the currency managed by someone. So this managed by someone will be the central bank of any particular country. Today, almost all countries in the world have managed currency external system. So nowadays, we have the managed or the paper-based currency system. Paper-based currency system is a fiat system. So there is also another name of this paper-based currency system. Some people call it a fiat system or a fiat currency system. It does not allow convertibility of the currency into metallic standard. Now we cannot actually convert our the amount of monetary policy into a metallic standard. Here, money is given value by the government. As I told just before that here actually for the paper-based money or public money, the government actually they give the inherent value of the money. That means that they give their guarantee that okay, this money will be valued at 10 ringgit, this money will be valued at 15 ringgit. So there is intrinsic value here. So there are some critical aspects of this fiat currency or the paper-based currency. The first and the major aspect is basically the government backup. So in as I had told before as well, and now I'm trying to tell that this paper-based currency or fiat currency is usually issued by central government. Since it is issued by the central government is actually going to take care of the issue. That means there is a government backup. If there is something happen, then government actually will do something so that the value of this money is restored. Then relatively stable. Stability is one of the major aspects of any paper-based currency. For I mean, luckily we have the paper-based currency system in the world, but for the private money or the cryptocurrency system, we don't, we actually do not have this term known as stability, because in the cryptocurrency market, the value is always fluctuating, so it is not stable. Then we have another critical aspect which is created and protected by legal standard. Of course, uh, to in order to issue, I mean, fiat currency, it needs to be protected and created and protected by legal standard. That means there are certain rules and regulations that need to be issued as well as follows when you are implementing the paper-based currency system. Then widely accepted medium of access. Of course, uh, all over the world, this paper-based currency system, it is widely accepted as a medium of exchange. Then we have a history of money here. Because the history of money is quite long, but this is actually a small figure which is going to show that what are the history of money since the beginning of the civilization till now. So in the beginning of civilization, before around 9000 BC, there was no formalized currency system. It was only barter system. That means exchange of product for products. And then in the year somewhat between 1200 BC, there was cowrie shell. I mean, cowrie shell was used to determine the value of exchange products and services. And then in the year 2000, in the year around 700 BC, then the minted coins were first issued, and then these coins they were used for financial transactions. And then between year 1870 to 1930, there was the gold standard. That means there used to be a certain standard. A particular country can only issue a certain amount of money, which is equal to the amount to the value of its reserve gold. Then from 1945 to 1971, we also have the gold-based system, but this one was a combination of gold-based system as well as the paper-based currency system, which is known as Bretton Woods system. Then after 1971, the world actually moved to a new type of currency system, which is the fiat or paper-based currency system. Then this cryptocurrency thing, it all started from the paper of Satoshi Nakamoto that we have discussed in our class. So in our 2009 AD, actually, this cryptocurrency thing, it has started. But many people think that cryptocurrency it started in the year 2009, but something which is more synchronized or related with cryptocurrency was also introduced by a person known as David Chom in the year 1990s. So actually, for Chom, he tried to implement something known as anonymous e-cash. So the difference between a bad electric cash system and well digital cash system will determine whether we'll have a dictatorship or a real democracy. So this was the quote from David Trump during the year 1990. So in the David Trump system, the system was actually anonymous. That means the country system was anonymous because it is done in digitalized system, and then it was secure also because there was in that time actually it was quite secured and there was no case of double spending. And but one problem of this system was that it can only be used for transfer purposes. So there is no creation as a storage facility for this e-cash system. So this is why this system became bankrupted in the year 1999. So let me share another article here. So let us see some statistics about the cryptocurrency. So this cryptocurrency, they have their own trading system and the trading market. So let us see some cryptocurrency exchanges so that we can understand that how these cryptocurrencies are being traded in the market. So we have different types of actually trading market for the cryptocurrency system. But this one is one of the good trading market for the cryptocurrency system. This is, they call it, they actually, this portal is known as Binance. So Binance.com. They actually term them as the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange market. So in this market, actually, they trade different types of things, and they have this type of thing: buy crypto. So you can buy crypto here in different currencies. Currently, the default is euro, but you can change it into USD, ruble, Vietnamese dollar, Indian rupees, and then Japanese yen, CAD, and so many types of things. So for this thing, actually, you need to see here how you can see the market. So we click on the market, and they will show us this cryptocurrency market. So for the cryptocurrency market, if you see here, they have the future market as well as spot market as well as Jones. So BTC is basically the Bitcoin, because it will be good to see. So Bitcoin, why people actually, many people, when we talk about cryptocurrency, so many people think that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency, but this is not the thing. Actually, Bitcoin is one of the earliest cryptocurrencies, because the term Bitcoin, actually, this term actually was mentioned in the research paper by Satoshi Nakamoto in the year 2009 as well. This is why many people actually think that this cryptocurrency basically means Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is one of the cryptocurrencies, and it is the earliest cryptocurrency. As you see here, the value of Bitcoin, it sometimes it becomes red and sometimes it's become yellow last price, but in 24-hour change, the price is actually going up for Bitcoin, and the market capitalization for Bitcoin is actually quite high, and it is increasing every moment. And there is second part, we have another cryptocurrency which is very famous actually nowadays, known as Ethereum. Ethereum is, for short, it is known as ETH. ETH, they are also very famous these days, and it is one of the modern days, I mean, these days cryptocurrency system. Then we have another cryptocurrency which is ADA. Then we have BAD, USED, XRP, Dogecoin. Doge is also very famous these days. Doge. Then USDC, Sol, UNI. There are actually so many different types of coin. If you want to know about more about a coin, you just need to click here. So when you click here, they are showing you at advanced trading version for Bitcoin. If you want to trade Bitcoin, you just click here. Then they will give you the trading option. But we are not trading in this case, so we are just seeing the value of the Bitcoin. So let us check the uh, top market overview for the Bitcoin. So if you see the market overview of the Bitcoin, then the Bitcoin actually comes at the second Bitcoin, but BNB, it becomes the first, and the third one is ETS or Ethereum. And if we see the top mover is basically the different types of other marketplaces. So this is one of the stock exchanges, not stock exchange, actually exchange market for cryptocurrencies. And then we have another market, which is this one, which is Coinbase. So Coinbase is also quite famous for the Bitcoin transactions for Bitcoin exchange. So this is the website of Coinbase, www.coinbase.com. So here, actually, you have the data for all the market values. Like Bitcoin, if you see here, the Bitcoin value is increasing. They have the chart here that Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, then Litecoin, and so on. So here you can check the prices as well. When you click on price, actually, I'm sorry, it's showing, being shown in Japanese. Because I am okay. I'm showing using the thing from Japan. So they are showing the Japanese. Okay, so here we can see the stock market as well as the Bitcoin. Now we have the Bitcoin. Like here, you can see the volume also. Like last 24 hours, many transactions have been done for the Bitcoin. As I told before, Bitcoin is the earliest cryptocurrency, so it is quite famous. As well as the market capitalization of Bitcoin is also very high because it is the earliest cryptocurrency system. So if you see here, for the last 24 hours, the total volume in the market for Bitcoin was 32.61 billion, and the weekly supply is 18.794 million. And for Ethereum, the volume is 16.24 billion, and market capitalization is 41.9 trillion, and weekly is 120 million. That means it is actually quite large. So if you want to see for 1 year data, for the 1 year data also, if you see here for 1 year data also, the Bitcoin, they are the market leader actually for 1 year based on data. So we have different types of Bitcoin. If anyone is interested, actually he or she can consider such type of thing. But please remember that in many countries, I mean, around the world, you cannot do transactions by using cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin. Like in Bangladesh, it as per the rules set out by the Bangladesh Bank, which is the central bank of Bangladesh, you cannot transact by using Bitcoin, or you cannot do any transactions using cryptocurrencies. So maybe people who are living in outside, they can consider, but in Bangladesh is not possible. So it is actually quite easy to do transaction is Bitcoin. The first thing is you need to open an account in any site like Coinbase or any other site. So after opening the account, you can make the transaction by using very small amount. So you can actually invest a very small amount of money, less than even the in the stock market in investment, and try to see your luck in the Bitcoin market. Just 1 minute. Okay, so I would like to introduce one of the more technical website for cryptocurrency to all of you, because I think many of our participants, they are interested in cryptocurrency things these days. So this is also another market for cryptocurrency statistics. This the name of the market is coinmarketcap.com. So here you will have different types of different types of data. Suppose now they actually, in this case, they have the exchange for cryptocurrencies, as well as they have ranking price estimate of cryptocurrencies and global charts as well. So they have some analysis in this case. So now you can see here we have fast also. So it is the Bitcoin. I mean, it is quite understandable why Bitcoin is the market leader. I have explained before. So they have the last 24-hour market value change in Bitcoin, and also the 7 days on average value trend for Bitcoin, then market capitalization volume for the last 24 hours, and circulating supply. So if you click here more, then you will get more data. So this is the more data. Suppose they will give you the website for Bitcoin. They will also tell you like from where you can get some more information about Bitcoin. They will also show the real-time price of the Bitcoin, and they will also show the market capitalization and calculating max supply and total supply for Bitcoin. Also, if you want, you can actually see here for other Bitcoin market as well. You can, if you want to find historical data, then you just click on historical data, and they will show you everyday prices for historical data for Bitcoin. So this is how actually you can in this site also you can actually buy the things, and you can do some transactions related to Bitcoin. For this you need to just sign up. So the sign up process is quite easy. You just need to click on sign up, and this usually the sign up process is usually free, but when you want to make the transaction, of course you need to use your own money for the investment. And under the Bitcoin nowadays there is also a going thing. Actually, when I was preparing our current syllabus for this course, actually that time this NFT or non-fungible token market was not that famous, but nowadays it is also gaining a good momentum. So I will introduce it in next maybe another after 1 or 2 lectures. So I will talk about NFT, which is non-fungible tokens as well, so that you will have the latest knowledge about the world of finance. And this is actually it is taking the financial world in a new level, because NFT or non-fungible tokens, actually, since many people don't know, it is a part of alternative finance. So in alternative finance or alternative investment, we tell that we cannot just limit our investment things just in financial assets or stocks, like stocks, bonds, or such things, but we can actually include many other assets based, or we can make the asset base and expand. In this case, actually, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, it is a part of alternative finance or alternative investment tool, or I can tell it as alternative asset class. So that's all for my lecture for cryptocurrencies. Last class we also talk about this, and today we actually try to combine or compare actually to cryptocurrency with central with paper-based currency. But as I have told in this class, actually nowadays many countries they are also considering making a digital version of their paper-based currencies. So in next class we are going to talk about central bank digital currencies, which is also another one of the most important and as well as the latest things in the world of finance, and it is happening, it's a real thing. So we are going to talk about central bank digital currencies or CBDCs in our next lecture. So that's all for today. Thank you.